Hello everyone, a slightly different location. Today is a really long day for me and I wanted to rest, but for some reason I couldn't really rest, or I don't know. Anyway, I do want to unbox I believe this is a my illumicrate box. Here it is. This one I had to order separately because for some reason my payment hadn't been going through since, I think, since April. So I had to buy the May box myself. The April box I didn't order, but that's fine. My subscription is back on track again, so I will be receiving books regularly after this month. So from this month forward. So I think it's only just gonna be April that I won't have a number for. So what do I do? Let's open this. Alright, so our May theme is What Lies Beneath. Our first item is Hope is Magic book organizer designed by 𝐻𝐢𝐳𝐝. Our next book organizer is inspired by team favorite Daughter Smoke and Bone. That book series is also a favorite of mine, and I always love getting Daughter Smoke and Bone inspired stuff because the book itself is written so beautifully. It has so much imagery in it and just so much, I feel like so much color. Whenever I think about that book, reading that book, there's always so much culture, so much unique art, and the whole world itself is really beautiful. So here is our book organizer, and it says wishes are false, hope is true, and it's that characteristic blue hue all throughout. I love this. It's so pretty. And of course inside also has some kind of, is that embroidery? No, print. It also has the print on the inside. I love it. I love these. I do need to find a way to use these book organizers because I have tons of, and I feel like would have a lot of uses for them. Just need to figure out how to use them in conjunction with my book collection. So our next item is the halfway plant pot designed by a Thistle Moon. This plant pot inspired by House of Hollow can be used for so many things, as a plant pot or even a place to store your pens. I think this is the first time I'm receiving a plant pot, like a planter. I actually love the House of Hollow. I think I read it late last year or maybe earlier this year. I don't really remember, but I remember reading it recently and I really enjoyed it. And oh my god. Okay, I don't think I can see myself using this as a plant pot because it's way too pretty. This is way too pretty to use. If anything, this could actually be like a matcha mug. I don't know. It is a pot, but it doesn't really say and it says even you can use this to store your pens. But again, it has so many uses. It doesn't really I could probably put a cactus on it. That would be pretty, but then it's really tall and I feel like it's, I don't really need a very tall pot for a cactus, but yeah, I can really see myself using this as a matcha mug. I know it's a plant pot, but it's so pretty. Right? I can see myself drinking out of it. Although that imagery is weird in context with this being a plant pot, but yeah. Next is the paper moth phone grip designed by The Bitter Season. Hold onto your phone or e-reader using this phone grip inspired by The Whispering Dark. Ooh, okay. I have a pop socket on my phone, but it's built in the case. But I've been thinking of changing my case, and I do need a pop socket because I used to hate pop sockets. I used to hate them. They don't really look good for me. And I'm like, why would I need a pop socket? But they're actually so useful. And this is really pretty because it's a more understated design. I have received other pop sockets before. They have more of a vibrant, eye-catching designs, and I prefer it to be more understated like this. So it says, he was a paper moth in the dark and she was a light. I've not read The Whispering Dark. I do have the book though, but yeah. And then our next item is Shell Whale Metal Bookmark designed by @dalan.el. Always keep your place in your book with this stunning bookmark inspired by our book of the month, Witch King. I have tons of bookmarks, and usually special bookmarks like this I don't really ever use because to me they're more decorative, and I love this. I love that. Is that a whale with a shell on its back? That is very interesting. It's very oceany. I didn't expect the book to be like that, but I guess we'll find out once we read what it's about. But so we have that metal bookmark, and it also comes with the keychain part, a heart with a marble iridescent thing in the middle. Is that a pearl? I think it's a pearl of some sort. I don't know. But a lot of ocean imagery on this bookmark. And I love how the whale is coming out of the shape of the bookmark itself. I really like that. Okay, let's move on to our book of the month, which is Witch King by Martha Wells. So it says, after being murdered, his consciousness dormant and unaware of the passing of time while confined in an elaborate water trap, Kai wakes to find a lesser mage attempting to harness Kai's magic to his own advantage. That was never going to go well. But why was Kai imprisoned in the first place? What has changed in the world since his assassination? And why does the Rising World Coalition appear to be growing in influence? Kai will need to pull his allies close and all of his pain magic if he is to answer even the least of these questions. He's not going to like the answers. Enjoy your illumicrate exclusive edition, which features bonus content, stenciled edges, and paper artwork by @Isabel_backhouse_art, different front and back, foil design on the hardback, and is signed by the author. Okay, so the book feels lighter, even though it's like thick, it feels like light. Interesting. Okay, so let's see the book. So I have seen, I believe the cover is, it says exclusive cover, but I think the original cover is also very similar to this one. Maybe the coloring is a little bit different. And then we have our naked hardback. Ooh! So it says, I know who you are. The demon the mortals call King of the Witches. Do you promise revenge? Ooh, the Witch King. Okay. I love stenciled sprayed edges. I wonder what those symbols mean. Now we have our end papers. So we do have that whale with a shell on its back. Okay. The buildings look like Japanese architecture style. Interesting. Oh, and the end papers on the back features, I guess this is a demon? Interesting. Okay. Oh my god. This is Martha Wells' signature? It is. Literally anyone can copy the signature. What? Oh, it has a bound and author letter. Huh. Or is this like in every book? It's not, it doesn't say anything about having an exclusive bound and author letter, but it has the author letter in here. Okay. So I have not read the Murder Bot series, but I've heard so many great things about it, especially the novellas. So I was like, I really want to try to read this as well, because this, I believe this is her second full-length novel, if I'm remembering that correctly, because the Murder Bot books were novellas, and then I think she came out with a book for that one eventually, and then this one next. Okay, alright. So our June theme is Night and Day. Our featured book this month is The Sun and the Void by Gabriela Romero La Cruz. When a young woman on the verge of death is saved by her estranged sorcerer's grandmother, she becomes indebted to the family her grandmother serves. She will do anything to earn the family's favor, even the bidding of an ancient god. We love this epic sapphic fantasy inspired by South American folklore, where ancient magics thrive and secret powers threaten to seduce. Our exclusive edition is signed by the author and features an exclusive cover, digitally printed edges by 𝐻𝐿𝐿 and paper artwork by the author, and foiling on the hardback by 𝐻𝐿𝐿. Our box this month is fandom neutral and all items are inspired by the duality of night and day. Sneak peek, this month's boxes will include a set of shoe charms. So I've received a few shoe charms before. I don't really use them, but okay. And I do love duality of night and day, like night and day designs. I find them very interesting. Okay, so my favorite item, like I said, I really love Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I do really like the design for this one. I don't really know what to use this for yet, but I do want to use them for something. I just don't know what. And then we also have the plant pot that I really am thinking of using as a matcha cup. So yeah, that is it for this month's box. I hope you guys enjoyed. Really excited for next month too, and I'm also definitely looking forward to reading this one, but I do want to read her backlist. That is it for this unboxing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on my next one.